Howdy all, welcome to part 14 of my Digimon Adventure PSP playthrough. Let's do this. Picking up with Sora and Jou now. So let's get down to business. Just going to, yeah, okay, right. Level 12 and level 11. That's fine. We should be fine. I'm not worried. Okay. I will be battling the Digimon I come across in this episode just because I want the experience. Because it's roughly from this point onwards that I'm kind of going blind here. Because when I first tried out the game, I got up to this episode and then I thought, oh my god, I want to LP it. And so I just started the game again, and yeah, I'm essentially going blind from this point onwards. So I want to make sure that I'm not going to be lagging behind too much in terms of levels. Can't quite believe that Kuwagamon knocked Gaimamon out. See, that's what I mean. I really need to get the levels up a bit. So I'm gonna... I should be okay because Gaimamon went up a level anyway. Even though he got knocked out. Yeah, that's fine. All completely healed and everything. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of sifting through, just trying to think. It's a pretty Digivice, isn't it? I think this is where roughly what I want. Gaimamon's the one I want, really. I want to... Well, hit points is probably going to be handy, but I don't... Oh yeah, I can put it down there. There we go. Anything for defense? I think that's special defense. What about this? That's the defense, so... I can't have... There's nowhere to put it, though. What about attack? I can always slap it on one of the others, I suppose. I don't know who needs it more. We'll go with Patamon. No, can't. Okay, what about attack? I can give him attack, that's fine. I'm pretty sure you can make these things bigger. I don't know how to go about it though. I'll put that on Palmon because I know Palmon could do with a defensive boost. I have no idea what half of them do, so I'm just kind of guessing. Aye. Okay, now the fishy's been filled up. So, I don't know. I don't really want to waste these, but at the same time, I don't know where I'm going to put them, so I'm just kind of slapping them anywhere. Oh, the importance of understanding the game that you're playing. Oh, sod it. Crikey, I'd like to put something on Patamon just so I know that when it comes to eventually being able to play as, you know, Patamon, I'm not going to feel as discouraged by the fact that Patamon's levels are a lot lower than the others. I mean, not a whole lot lower, it's level 10, but still. Okay, that's something, I suppose, whatever that does. Okay. Let's move on. You've seen me faff around. Oh, God. I'm just gonna... Yeah. There's probably no need for me to waste that, but whatever. Let's get on with things. You don't want to see me fiddle around with the menus and seeing me put random shit on my Digimon. Let's go battle this Kawagamon. Hopefully it won't knock Gomamon out this time. Yay! Did not knock him out this time. That's great. Let's do it. We're roughly reaching the top now, which is where we need to go. I'm just going to grab this item real quick. So, I'm going to head up. I'm under the impression that you probably can remove upgrades from the Digimon. At least I'm hoping you can. So we've arrived at this creepy looking church. I think if I were in those kids' positions I would walk away. Dead trees, mist. This place stinks of evil. And no, I'm not saying that churches stink of evil. I'm saying that this particular building and this particular area stinks of evil, okay? Don't take that the wrong way, please. Okay. So, yeah, I think he said, "Oh God, there's people" or something. I'm not sure. I'm not going to say it again. Most people know by now I cannot read Japanese for the life of me. So there are a group of like these people raising their arms in the air like they just don't care. They're having an S-Club party. This is the guy you want to talk to. Don't talk to any of the others. I don't think they say anything of use. But this is the guy that proceeds the plot. And it turns out they were Digimon all along. They were evil Bakemon. Ghosts. Okay. So the Bakemon take the kids prisoner. I'm guessing they probably want to eat them. Like I said, the early episodes are still kind of hazy in my mind. I love how they scream but their lips don't move. So the kids are locked up in separate cells. Thankfully there is a save point in this cell, so I'm going to take advantage of that because I think that will come in handy. Okay, so save the game and let's go. You want to talk to Piamon first, because otherwise you can't really do anything. Now, after you've spoken to Piamon, you may notice there's a crack in the wall at the back. So just head up there. And I know I said I was playing this blind from here on out, but I kind of got a rough idea of what I have to do in this particular episode. In reality, this is probably, like I said, the last episode I really played. So I think it'd be more fairer to say that after this episode is where I start doing things blind. Oh God. So there are Bakemon patrolling the corridors and they will stop you and put you back in your cell with the crack somehow completely healed, but not completely, because obviously you're still able to break it open again. So Sora goes out on her own without Piamon, because apparently Piamon can't squeeze through that gap. So I want to take it careful here, because if they find you, they're going to shove you back in the cell. So there's really only one route I can take, bearing that in mind. The best thing to do would probably be to walk in this area, because if you walk, you'll probably catch Bakemon coming a lot quicker. So I want to head upwards, because obviously there's no Bakemon up here. Well, there probably might be. I've just got to be careful about it. See, I'm taking like steps forward in such a way that it makes it difficult for them to catch me. So I want to go all the way around to the front of the cage so I can release Piamon. Does this mean that I can battle Barkamon? Well, I'm not going to take the risk. I don't know. I don't think I can. I think they might just lock us back up if I try. I'm not 100% sure on that. So I'm just going to carry on as if I was just Sora on my own. And just, you know, hide from the Barkamon. Whoa. That was close. The whole thing, what we want to do now is we want to find Jou. We want to find Jou and Gomamon. And they're not that hard to find. Just head along up here and up the stairs. It looks like it's a bit of a labyrinth, but really it's not. It's really not that hard to figure out where you gotta go. Just, you know, keep your eyes peeled for Barkamon, really. That's really all you gotta remember. And if you see a Barkamon in that direction, you probably should not be heading in that direction. You should probably be trying a different direction. Because there are certain routes that Barkamon will not go on. And they're the routes that generally you want to go on. So just down here and we'll find Jou. I believe you can find Jou before you release Piamon, but I always say release Piamon first. Much quicker, much less faffing around. Because then you can just get straight on with the plot. You can't do fuck all to help Jou with just Sora alone. You need Piamon with you. So now we can rush in and actually battle a Barkamon. Sometimes it's funny how their lips move and they're not saying anything either. Well, Piamon's definitely ready for business. So let's get into this. We can actually now battle these Barkamon. Even though we only see one, I'm pretty sure there's two of them, if I remember rightly. Let's battle them, shall we not? Well, it's not like I've got much of a bloody choice. The Barkamon aren't really that tough, if I remember rightly. And that's lucky. So, first things first. Obviously, I'm going to want to Digivolve. Because if I don't Digivolve, then I'm landing myself in a... I've lost this battle before I've even begun. I think it's funny when Ikakumon uses the Harpoon Torpedo. It just looks like it's going through the wall. The graphics just look kind of strange. I don't know if that's just me. Doesn't have quite that effect when you're battling with Birdramon. It's just Ikakumon using a Harpoon Torpedo. I mean, just watch. It just looks like the Harpoon is trying to head out the room into the black space. It just doesn't look right. Like I say, these guys shouldn't take too long to go down. Oh crap. And that takes care of one of them. I love it when they team up like that because it just... I don't think it even uses SP when that happens. It's just great. And another example of Harpoon Torpedo trying to exit the room when it can't. So we've defeated those two Barkamon. So now all we have to do is escape. And battle some more Barkamon because of course they're still going to be lurking around. I think we can run into Barkamon at this point and all we'll be able to do is just battle them. Which is good because I hate being constantly shoved back into a cell. So without further ado... I think Jou's kind of like, I'm sorry for leaving you all here. I'm a crap leader. Don't we know it? So they rank up, which is great. So, now let's get out of here. I'm hoping to avoid the other Bakumon on the way out because I can't really be fucked to fight them. I'm lazy, okay. So let's get out of here. I'm walking because, like I say, I can't be fucked to fight them. And really, it's not that hard to get out. Just keep heading upwards. And there should be another save point around here. There we are. And for whatever reason, I decided not to use it. Actually, yes, I did. I take that back. Highly recommended, okay? Right. So here are 2 Bakumon that we have to fight before we can escape. Not any harder than the other Bakumon that we just took down. And as I said before, that I'm keeping the compulsory fights in. The fights that you absolutely have to do, I'm keeping them in the video that I'm doing. The non-compulsory fights, like the ones with like Wandering Kawagamon or Wandering Numemon or whatever, I'm cutting those out because they're not compulsory. You don't have to fight them. And that's generally going to be my approach, okay? Oh, excellent. But you could have waited until Gomamon had evolved. Because that's going to do fuck all. See? Fuck all. Now evolve, Gomamon, evolve! Right. Let's take these out. This should be much quicker now. Wow, those Bakumon really have piss poor luck when it comes to hitting. Either that or they have really terrible aim. Or it could be both. So there goes one Bakumon. Really, Bakumon are just like, they look like sheets, that's all, so why is there even any point worrying about them? Don't know what happened there. If other people didn't see it, then don't worry about it. Because I don't know what happened there. Okay, so let's finish this off. Right, that takes care of that. So now we've taken care of those Bakumon. Good, Gomamon's up a level, that's great. So roughly the same sort of level that Piamon's at, but Piamon's obviously gonna go up another level much sooner. Okay. I'm probably being really risky just going straight into this battle, but I really want to get this episode done. But the save point is right behind you if you feel like you just need to heal up real quick and don't want to use any items. Anyway, these guys, they don't want you to get away. They must be really fucking hungry. Has anyone actually ever dressed up as Bakumon for Halloween? Just out of interest. It must be the easiest costume in the world. You get a crabby old white sheet, rip it up in a few places, do eyes and a mouth, and that's it. Fucking easy. And Jou is now auditioning for Pop Idol or X Factor or whatever the fuck, or The Voice or whatever fucking talent show. Jou, that was terrible. You will never ever be a pop star. But yeah. Okay, to be serious, the whole point of that was to weaken the Bakumon by chanting. So basically, it's something like Jou chanted something along the lines of Bakumon lose your power. That's what it is in the dub. And Bakumon lost its power. Oh, if only it were that simple in real life. If only it were that simple in real life. Just... please let me win the lottery. Please let me win the lottery. Please let me win the lottery. Let Chrissy win the lottery. Let Chrissy win the lottery. That would be incredible if you could actually do that for real. Let that person walk around like a chicken. Let that person cluck like a chicken. Let that person cluck like a chicken. Don't know what all these other moves are supposed to be for. But I'm using that anyway because it might come in handy. Bergemon's losing quite a ton of health, so I really want to get her healed up. Get him healed up, whatever the fuck gender it is. Who cares? I've always assumed that Piamon was a girl. Now, there have been magazines and stuff that I used to read when I was a child, you know, based on Digimon and stuff, and used to refer Bergemon as a, you know, refer to Bergemon as a him. I don't know. I grew up in the dub. I've always grown up to think that, you know, think of Piamon and Palmon as girls. Even when Bergemon and Togemon are referred to as he's. I don't know if anyone else feels the same about that. Die! Wow. It's taken quite a while to take this... oh god, I'm out of SP. Right, top up. Okay, it tops up both, okay. I didn't really need both to be topped up, but okay, I'm not going to complain. Take this! Right, I probably should put some more SP. Fuck it, I'm just going to heal. Crikey! Stop groping me, Bakumon. Nobody likes a pervert. Crikey. Right, we're getting there. We're nearly beating this guy, which is great. Because I don't like this guy and I want him beaten. Excellent. Just what I needed, given that Bergemon's SP count is quite low. And now she won't be able to use Meteor Wing next time. She doesn't have enough SP for it, so... I'm kind of grateful that Harpoon Torpedo don't use a lot of SP, and yet it's still pretty darn powerful. At least against this thing it is. Oh, okay. This should finish it. Yeah! Take that, you bitch. Okay, so that takes care of that. Piemon's gonna go up a level. Yeah. Saw that one coming. So obvious. So, this episode now draws to a close. We've beaten the main baddie in this episode, which was Pokemon. Now the kids can escape from the creepy place. Wow, okay. So now we're at this piece of the island is now heading back to Infinity Mountain. Or Mount Infinity, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. I keep forgetting what it's actually called. I keep dancing from Mount Infinity to Infinity Mountain. I know that it's Infinity. Okay. So I'm not actually going to start the next episode as such. Well, I am, but I'm not going to actually play it. I'm just going to kind of start it off so you can get a rough idea of where we're at. Because really what I want to do is I want to grind Patamon up a little bit. At least by one level. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start this off and then kind of leave it off at a point where I'm actually going to start grinding. So this is just like an introduction to Takeru's episode. Oh, for God's sake! Takeru! So yeah, Takeru's on his own, unlike all the other kids who actually found, like, at least one of the other kids to partner up with. Poor Takeru's on his own, and he's the littlest one. Poor little guy. I don't know why my screen keeps flashing. It's getting on my nerves. So, let's go. So yeah, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to grind with Patamon for just a little bit. Get the levels up a little bit. It's going to be a little bit tough because Patamon's on his own and he's kind of a weakling, but yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see you all in the next part. See you later.